again, friends. Today we are going to be reading a book by author and illustrator Leo Lionni. An author is a person who writes the words, and an illustrator is the person who does the pictures for the book. So Leo Lionni took on both of those roles for this book, and this book is called Swimmy. And Swimmy is a little black fish, and all of his family members are little red fish. So he's a little bit different than anybody. But something happens to Swimmy's family, and we're going to have to read to find out what happens as Swimmy kind of discovers who he is after this bad thing happens. If you'll notice, this book won a Caldecott Honor Award because of its illustrations. So let's check out these cool illustrations that Leo Lionni did. Swimmy by Leo Lionni. A happy school of little fish lived in a corner of the sea somewhere. They were all red. Only one of them was as black as a mussel shell. He swam faster than his brothers and sister. His name was Swimmy. Look at all those little red fish swimming all around. And there's Swimmy. Black as a mussel shell. One day, a tuna fish, swift, fierce, and very hungry, came darting through the waves. In one gulp, he swallowed all the little red fish. Only Swimmy escaped. Oh no. How do you think Swimmy was feeling then? Poor guy. Oh, and there he is. See how he got away? He swam away in the deep, wet world. He was scared, lonely, and very sad. What did you say about how he was feeling? Were you right? But the sea was full of wonderful creatures, and as he swam from marvel to marvel, Swimmy was happy again. He saw a Medusa made of rainbow jelly. Does anybody know what that's called? It's a jellyfish. A lobster who walked about like a water-moving machine. If you've never seen a lobster walk before, you should watch a video on it. It's pretty cool. I wonder if he's trying to catch Swimmy, though. Look at him. They eat fish. I wonder if he's going to try to chomp onto him. Strange fish pulled by an invisible thread. Look how they're all just swimming together. A forest of seaweed growing from sugar candy rocks. Look how beautiful that is. And there's little Swimmy right over in the corner. An eel whose tail was almost too far away to remember. Oh my goodness. It was so long, maybe he didn't even know he had a tail, right? And sea anemones who looked like pink palm trees swaying in the wind. Then, hidden in the dark shade of rocks and weeds, he saw a school of little fish, just like his own. "Let's go and swim and play and see things," he said happily. "We can't," said the little red fish. "The big fish will eat us all." "But you can't just lie there," said Swimmy. "We must think of something." I wonder what they'll think of to try to, we know Swimmy's family got eaten by a big fish. How are they going to make sure these fish don't get eaten by a big fish? Swimmy thought and thought and thought. Then suddenly he said, "I have it! We are going to swim all together like the biggest fish in the sea." I wonder what he means by that. He taught them to swim close together, each in his own place. It kind of looks like the front of a big fish, doesn't it? Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. And there's Swimmy right there. And when they had learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, "I'll be the eye." Oh my goodness, look. Look at those two big fish. And so they swam in the cool morning water and in the midday sun and chased the big fish away. So they got to travel and see things now because they were traveling as one big fish instead of just lots of teeny tiny fish. And that, friends, is the end of our book. Wasn't that an interesting read by Leo Lionni? And those beautiful pictures, too. If you ever get a chance to get this book from the library, make sure you do because the illustrations are very interesting to look at. He did a lot of interesting things when he was creating all the different effects with maybe some sponge painting and other things. I hope you enjoyed our story today and look forward to another read by Leo Lionni soon. Bye.